What's up, YouTube, and welcome to my pickups video for the month of March 2018. I'm going to go ahead and kick this off by saying that this is probably the smallest pickups video you will ever see on this channel. I had a very just blah month of local hunting, didn't really find a whole lot of stuff that I needed, and a lot of my game money for this month went to buying a brand new receiver, which is all hooked up in my entertainment system. I'm super impressed with it. Went pretty big with it just because I wanted something that would last for a long time. I was replacing one that didn't even have HDMI outputs, so I kind of figured it was time to, you know, move into the 2010s decade at least of technology, and overall it's made a big difference. Got a new TV a few months ago, so everything all running together looks really nice, and kind of a Trojan horse purchase because now I want to get new speakers as well, so that'll probably be the next thing that I'm saving up for. But that's not really what you're here for. You're here to see what games I got this month, so let's take a look at those. Again, it's not a whole lot this month. So very first thing I got is a Super Nintendo game that I have had on my need list for a really long time. Just never pulled the trigger because I see it pretty often, but this one came across as complete in the box. This is Ranma 1/2, and decided to go ahead and grab it since it was complete and good price. So this one, the box is like really beat up on it, but the manual and cartridge are like mint condition. It was kind of weird. It was almost like somebody pieced this one together. But anyway, just nice to get one of the last Super Nintendo fighters I didn't have off my list. I'm not really expecting too much from this game, but definitely just an oddball title to get from the publisher DTMC, who didn't really make a whole lot of stuff. Or publish a lot of stuff, I should say. I got a few games for my portable Nintendo systems this month. I got a complete Super Monkey Ball Jr. Haven't had a chance to play this one yet. Was a huge fan of the original Monkey Ball games when they came out on the GameCube, and obviously the series has fallen off in recent years with lesser games made by other internal companies at Sega that are not the original team. This one I'm not sure about. I don't know if this one was developed by the Amusement Vision team that originally made the Monkey Ball games or not, but we'll see how it is. These Sega games that were published by THQ in the US are real hit or miss. Some of them are pretty good and some are just bleh. So we'll see how this is. I got one other game for Game Boy Advance this month. This one is sealed, actually. I bought this on eBay. And this is, what is it, CT Special Forces Part 2. There were, I think, 2 of these that we got in the US, but overall I think the series had like 4 or 5. These were European developed, essentially Metal Slug clone run-and-gun type games. And don't expect the quality of Metal Slug, but, you know, I like that style of game, so we'll see how it is. Hopefully you're getting to appreciate the artwork on this. I would say it's very TurboGrafx-esque in its execution, for better or for worse. And yeah, that was kind of just a little bonus there, was the high quality rendering on the cover art there. But overall, I don't know if you can see these screenshots, but the game itself looks like it's pretty decent. I've watched some video of it, so we'll see how it is. I don't know if this series ever made it off the Game Boy Advance. I think all the games maybe were on that system. Maybe there was a DS game in Europe, I'm not really sure, but so as far as I know, like I said, I think we only got 2 of these in the US, so we'll see how it goes. The other game I got for Nintendo Portable is for the DS, and this was the very last game in the Phoenix Wright series that I did not have. This one is Ace Attorney Miles Edgeworth Investigations. So this was kind of a side story game starring the fellow attorney Miles Edgeworth, who really wasn't my favorite character in the original games. So haven't played this one yet. I expect it's more of the same as the rest of the series. Really got into these when they first came out. I don't really know why I skipped this one, because I think this was like the 4th one, but then I bought the 5th one. Probably just because I wasn't a big Miles Edgeworth fan. So I don't even know if Phoenix Wright is in this game, to be honest. He's not on the cover, so could just be that it's a pure side story game without him. But these are fun. If you've ever not played them, they're just really over the top visual courtroom case type stuff with a lot of exaggerated gestures or whatnot, and really made good use of the DS, I would say, for their time. Let's move on to the PS2. I got 2 beat-em-ups for the system this month. First one of these I just got the other day, so I haven't had a chance to play it. Have not heard good things about this game, but I've always been curious about it. This is Capcom's attempt to reboot Final Fight in 3D for a modern generation, and clearly it didn't work because they never made another game after this. This one came out for the PS2 and Xbox. I was actually looking for the Xbox version because I figured it might look a little better, but I got this one at a decent price, so I just decided to go ahead and grab it on PS2. The probably one redeeming quality of this disc is it has the original arcade Final Fight buried on the disc somewhere. I don't know if it's like a code you enter or if you actually have to play this awful game to get the game. But somewhere on here, it promises that Final Fight Arcade is on here, which is always a nice little bonus. So, always like the Final Fight games. Just this one, I don't know. It didn't really work. They probably tried to make it too like raw and American style for my tastes, but we'll see how it is. The other game I got for PS2 I'm much more excited about. This was a import that I read about like a long time ago and kind of forgot about it, and then just happened to stumble on some listings for it on eBay. Noticed it was super cheap and decided, yeah, I definitely want to take a jump on that. So this is Raging Bless. This was released in Europe as Raging Blades, I believe, but we didn't get this game in the US. So this is a Japan and PAL exclusive game. Really fun arcade-style beat-em-up. It was developed by PCCW Japan, which is essentially the Ashes of Jalico, and you can really tell it had that arcade flavor of some of the early Jalico games. Really fun, just two-player or single-player beat-em-up, but it also supports a 4-player arena fighting mode, and you can actually plug in the PS2 multi-tap, have 4 people playing this game, which is not super common, so props to them for including that feature. I haven't tried that part out, but as far as the single-player game, it's a lot of fun. Very arcade-style levels. They've got a nice flow to them. They're about 10 minutes in length. Interesting bosses at the end of them, and then just more of the same fun beat-em-up action throughout the stages. So, highly recommend this game. It does not go for a lot of money currently, so probably a good time to jump on it. I don't know if this will ever get discovered at some point, but it's really fun. And the other bonus is all the voices, I believe, and some of the text is all in English, so it's real easy to pick up and play without knowing the language. So, yeah, Raging Bless is good stuff. So that is actually all the games I bought this month. I got one other thing, though, the gaming related, is a huge stack of NES manuals. And there's this store in rural Kansas that I very rarely get to go to, but the dude has like the mother load of manuals for old systems, and he's not exactly cheap on them, but sometimes it's just cool to be able to walk into a store and walk out with a big stack of these, and just the fact that he has them in person, it's better than buying them online. So went ahead and picked up a big stack. He took off a little bit just because I bought so many, but overall it really wasn't a screaming deal. So anyways, I'm going to run through this stack of manuals. There's nothing like mega rare in here, but this definitely helped me fill in some holes in my collection. I've got, essentially a full NES cartridge set. I'm not going for a full set of all the boxes. I mean, I have a lot of them, but I'm definitely not going for all of them. It's just crazy. But I would like to have all the manuals, and I'm kind of chasing that slowly over time. I think I need like 260 more manuals, so I've got essentially like 2/3 of the set that I have manuals for, so it's pretty impressive. But anyway, with that being said, let's run through the stack. So I got Dick Tracy by Bandai, Fox's Peter Pan and the Pirates by THQ, Orb 3D, nothing special there, Platoon. Got a bunch of Tengen manuals, and these are kind of annoying because they're these like super long format, so they don't really fit the shelf too well, but this is RBI Baseball 2. Racket Attack, Ring King, RoboCop, the original, still need the second and third one I saw on my list. Shingen the Ruler, which is like a Koei-style game not made by Koei. It's a Hot B release, and this one actually has a, I don't know, like a move card or a map or something like that came with it too, so, yeah, just another like oddball title at least. Another Tengen one is the original Afterburner. Bad Street Brawler, which is a Power Glove enhanced game, for what that's worth. Battle of Olympus, Bill Elliott's NASCAR Challenge, Bugs Bunny's Birthday Blowout, Base Wars. This one's kind of an oddball one you don't see too often. Castellian. Game doesn't really seem to go for that much yet, but it's definitely not one of the more common ones. Disney's Adventures in the Magic Kingdom, the original Gyromite, Hoops, Iron Tank, Knight Rider, hopefully I'm not boring you yet, Load Runner, Maniac Mansion, some more Tengen manuals. I got the Ms. Pac-Man Tengen version. There's also a Namco version that has a different manual. Vindicators, another Tengen manual. WCW Wrestling, WWF something Steel Cage Challenge, WrestleMania Steel Cage Challenge. There's like 5 of these WWF games. I can't keep track. The original Wizards and Warriors, Xenophobe, Yo Noid, great pizza tie-in there, Snake's Revenge, Spy vs. Spy, Ninja Turtles 2, and yes, this one is complete with the free personal pan pizza coupon on the back. I would say most of the time I would find this manual, it would always be missing the coupon, and I'm guilty as well. I had this game as a kid, and I ripped that coupon off the day I got it, and I believe we went to Pizza Hut for that birthday, so it definitely got cashed in. It was a great little cross tie-in promotion with that game for sure. So yeah, nice to have that. And finally, Trojan by Capcom. So, like I said, nothing earth-shattering, but just nice to get a big stack of manuals all at one go. Like I said, that is it for the month, so hopefully I will find some better stuff in the month of April. Thanks for watching. Please take a moment, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great day or night, wherever you are.